just wanted to pop in quickly and say hi while I wait for these muffins to cool before I can have a little taste. I am reading a Taylor Jenkins Reid book this week called Maybe in Another Life. You saw me read a bit of that during my break. And then I'm also reading at the same time on my Kindle a book called Consider Me, which is a hockey romance. I am loving both of these so far. And I think I might pick up a nonfiction this week as well called Untamed by Glennon Doyle. I am looking for a little inspiration to be the untamed version of myself. It's my birthday month, so my birthday always has me thinking about things like that. So I'm excited to pick that one up. I know everyone has said really great things. And those are the 3 books I'm going to be reading this week. I hope you are having a great start to your week. I'm going to take a little bite of these and see how they turned out. I'm also going to give my husband a little try. He's very English and just made himself a cup of tea, so I think these will go great with that. And last time someone mentioned that they really liked the recipes that I included, so I will pop it here on the screen quickly for you if you want to take a screenshot. These were so easy to make and they look really delicious, and I'm hoping they are, but I'll pop it here and you can use it if you like. I will check in with you a little later this week. Thanks for watching. I literally have a couple of pages of this book left, so I'm just going to quickly finish it up right now while I have the time and then give you a quick real-time reaction to how I felt about this book. So let me just finish really quickly and then I will get back to you in 1 second. Alrighty, I just finished Maybe in Another Life by Taylor Jenkins Reid. I don't know how to rate this one. So usually with her books, I'm like immediate 5-star, immediate something. And with this one, I really liked how it ended actually. I do think the last couple of chapters were really interesting with the way that everything played out and how it was mapping out in both the worlds. But I think in comparison to her other books, I think I'm gonna have to give this one like a 3.5, but maybe I'll let it marinate a little bit and see how I really feel after I've given it some time. But right now it's feeling very 3.5. But I do like this concept. So this one was this girl who moves back to LA and she's living with her best friend and wants to start a new life. And one night they go out with some friends when she's back in town and she's trying to, you know, just get reacquainted with everybody. And at the end of the night, she can either go home with her best friend Gabby or her old high school boyfriend Ethan. And the book from there is like showing 2 parallel universes if she had gone home with Gabby and what would have happened if she had gone home with Ethan. And it's just kind of toys with the idea of like fate and what's meant to be, and you know, do we get any choice in that? Is destiny something that is already decided for us, or is it free will? So I do like that topic a lot. I think it's so interesting, and I actually find myself constantly thinking about stuff like that because, fun fact, my parents actually tried to set me up on arranged marriage because that's what you do like in Indian culture. And they introduced me to a number of guys, and I actually sometimes like wonder, like, what if I had like chosen any one of those situations and married someone completely different and ended up in like a completely different part of the world, you know, or different city or whatever. So it is really fun to think about. I'm sure in some other parallel universe I'm out there living in the Midwest, married to a farmer, who knows? But also a fun fact, I actually, in this lifetime, met a very charming British guy in the elevator, and it was love at first sight. But that's a different story for a different day. But I do love that concept of like fate and thinking about, you know, parallel universes and things like that. But I think she could have done a little bit better with how she went about this concept. It was a little flat during most of the book. It wasn't that exciting. It was kind of mundane. This character in this book, by the way, is like obsessed with cinnamon rolls apparently, and it just was like overdone way too much. I'm pretty sure I hate cinnamon rolls now because of this, but yeah, it was just flat for most of the book. And then at the end, the last couple of chapters were interesting when they were talking about parallel universes and fate and in a little bit more depth, which I thought was going to be what they were going to do throughout the whole book, not just at the end. So yeah, I think 3.5 stars. Not my favorite Taylor Jenkins read. This is actually one of my first that I've read of hers that didn't get a 5-star, at least 4.5. So interesting. Yeah, on to the next. Hi there, I wanted to give a last reading update about the third book that I was reading this week, and that one is called Consider Me. That one I've been reading on my Kindle before bed. It's a nice way to wind down before going to sleep. It's a little bit of a lighter read. This is a hockey romance, and I thought after I read the Off Campus series, I was all set on hockey romances. I was like, you know, how could they possibly be different? They all must be kind of the same. But actually, I'm 2/3 into this one, and it's proving to be a little bit different than that one. It's reading a little bit more mature. So if you want like a more mature version of the Off Campus series, then I would recommend this. I think you'd like it. You still kind of get the hockey aesthetic and the whole vibe of the games and the players and the team, but the conflicts and the conversations seem to be a bit more mature between the two characters. It's Carter and Olivia. Carter has been known to be kind of the bad boy of hockey and kind of dated around, doesn't want to get serious, and then he meets Olivia, and of course she's the one that is kind of changing things for him and making him see things differently, but she's very hesitant to really jump into anything with him because of his reputation. And like I said, it's reading a bit more mature. That's why I think I'm liking it, and it's flying by. The chapters are easy to read. One of my favorite things is the chapters actually have titles, and they're kind of funny titles too. I'll show you an example here, but it makes it kind of fun and makes the chapters flow by really easily as well. But just want to pop in and tell you about that one. I'll probably finish it up this week and then grab some new books for next week, and I'll show you that in my next reading vlog. But thanks for coming along this week and seeing our cozy meals and some of the coziness that we have had this week, and I will catch you next time. Thanks for watching.